I am fat. I am effing fat. And there's times where I look in the mirror and I go, how did that happen? Well, we know how it happened. But you look in the mirror and think, how did that happen? It feels sometimes like it just snuck up on me. Like, oh, once I wasn't fat and now I'm fat again. And my whole life I've gone up and down when it comes to weight. So it's not the first time. Hi, I'm James Lott Jr., and this is a lot of help with James Lott Jr. here on JLJ Media, and we're talking plainly. And I know in another video on another show, I said I was fat, and I didn't realize how triggering it was for people, triggering for them for me to call myself fat. It was like, that's interesting. Some of us did try to be really sweet, I get it, but they were like not liking the fact that I was calling myself fat. And I've said it now like 10 times now, right at the beginning of this episode. I like to talk to sugarcoat. I speak plainly, which is how I am, and I see things as it is, and I am. I see myself naked. I know what's going on around. I know my health stuff. I know what's going on, and I am overweight. And the word fat just works. And why I'm talking about this because I'm working on my health right now. So that's why I'm talking about it, because as a person who is online, who chooses to be online and be and whatever, it's even you see so much out there. Everyone is telling you there's so much fat shaming, it's not even funny. And my thought on that is you should do the best to love yourself every step of the way. And you coming in, you don't know where they are in their journey. They may have been bigger and they're on their way, they've lost weight on their way to losing. Maybe they're toning up. Maybe they have a health issue that's because sometimes certain conditions, certain medications, things will bloat you up, make you bigger. Thyroid issues. You just never know what's going on in someone's life. But they shouldn't hate themselves because they're not like skinny or bone thin or gym toned completely either. That's kind of no. You should love yourself every step of the way. And folks out there, let's just be serious. There are folks who like bigger folks in the gay community. There's old bears, but I'm just not even in the straight community. There's people who like bigger, like meat on the bones. They might like somebody skinny, or chiseled like a rock god. They might not. Everybody wants that. Um, but going back to the online component, it is so interesting because you go online, there'll be a million. That's what's on my show anyway. There'll be a million lifestyle coaches and health coaches and fitness coaches, and who will tell you basically everybody has their own way of losing weight. There's a million ways to lose weight, obviously, and be in shape. But they will tell you the most extreme, either taking certain products or you gotta be at the gym 4 hours a day, 7 days a week. You gotta be out there in the 100-degree sun carrying big packs and doing cold plunges, all this hard ass stuff. And for me, I'm like, no, that is not for me. If it works for you, good for you. But a lot of us we don't need to, and we're not lazy because we don't want to do it, or we're not being man enough because we don't want to do it. I've lost weight other ways. It doesn't have to be that hard, like just like in the trenches, literally sweating, all that stuff. No, you can put in some work and movement. And I think that's the whole thing, people. Movement is just best bet, period. But I'm not a health coach or like that. I'm just saying when I see, I'm actually a licensed nurse, and so I know health stuff. But I'm just saying, like, it's just funny how online they'll present these extremes, and then people go, well, then why are all these bodybuilders dying and fitness influencers dying? They're all in shape and they're dying. So there's something there too. And I think that's the whole thing. It's like we've gone so both sides now. It's like either you should be fitness obsessed, basically, or you're fat and you're just lazy and don't want to do nothing. It's like, well, it's not always. There's both, obviously, but for the majority of us, where is the balance? That's why I named this. I want to the title of this. I want to find the balance. And what's the balance? Because I don't want to go to the gym for 5 hours. I've gone to the gym for 30 minutes on a treadmill, felt great afterwards. Made sure I watched what I ate and whether I felt really good that day. I don't have to go 4 or 5 hours and all that stuff they have to do just so I can and just so you know, I am going to the doctor and I am working on some ways to lose weight because I don't like my body right now. I don't like it. I'm not shaming myself because I don't like the way it looks, so I'm going to change it. That's what we do. You don't like it, change it. So I'm going to change it. I'm not trying to get skinny. Just trying to just lose. I need to lose like 100 pounds, and that'll be good for me. And that's how I was talking with my doctor, talking with a nutritionist, that kind of stuff. And what's funny is, I think for me, because I was talking about trying to find a balance, going for walks on a regular basis, being in the garden, doing stuff. I'm very active. A lot of us who are bigger are actually active. For me, I don't have any heart issues. I don't have a hard time breathing. I don't. I ran 3 marathons in my 40s. I mean, there's none of that kind of stuff. My legs, feet are fine. It's my lower back. And I did do some back damage to my L4 and L5 vertebrae years ago. That was crazy. So there's part of that, but I know because I have this stomach. I have mostly stomach. It's a lot of weight to carry. So I know that my lower back sometimes will give out. Um, will give out if I go long. I can take little breaks. We'll make sure I wear a back brace or something, just kind of to keep me going because my legs are there. They're fine. And when I went to the doctor last time. I don't. My blood work came back basically normal. I don't have pre-diabetes. Sorry, folks. Really, people say nope, don't have pre-diabetes. Not diabetic. Said I don't have too many white blood cells or red blood cells. I mean, everything. My blood cell counts are fine. I am not. I have a low. I think I have a low sodium. I have high blood pressure. I had blood pressure when I was skinny and young too. So it's just something my family deals with. But it's not. But it's kind of under control. There's things that I'm doing that my blood work was like, okay, you're fine. My doctor, because he's a good doctor, was not. He was pleasantly surprised. And just said, basically, he said to me, he goes, well, James, you're ahead of a lot of people. A lot of people have to deal with where we're at. I have no thyroid issues and that. They're like, if you have to deal with the other things first to get to losing the weight. Because for you just got to lose weight. It's literally fat. Like just chop it off. I'm not doing surgery and chop it off, that kind of stuff. But I am looking to other options. I'm trying to make sure they're healthy. Um, so I'm just trying to like work that out. But no, but I was like, that was good to know because I don't really eat crazy and I don't eat a lot all the time. Like I don't I have a low sodium diet. I eat throughout the day. There's times I don't even eat. I may only eat 2 meals a day. I call everyone's on 1 meal a day because I don't just consume a lot. I don't snack. I'm not a snacker. I don't eat a lot of junk food. I don't drink a lot of soda. Like there's things I just don't do anymore that I used to when I was younger. The things I can't do anymore. You get older, your stomach can take it. And I cook a lot at home and make fresh stuff. So I'm like, I think I would have been bigger if I had done that stuff. And I'm trying to move around and walk and things like that. So that is helping me. So I think it's just kind of there's a lot of misinformation about people who are big sometimes. I've seen big dancers, we see football players. They're great, but I just don't want people. We have to be careful when we look online because we see everyone has these great bodies and they're like, oh, it's so wonderful. But you see a lot of them, which is so, I do feel bad. I remember one of my friends was depressed for like a week because he gained 5 pounds. And he was like, I don't know how I gained 5 pounds. I went to the gym. So they're watching everything they eat, how they work out, every cut and line. There's a lot of body dysmorphia out there. There's a lot of low self-esteem. People work out for many different reasons. And trying to maintain that and also being online too and showing it off. And there's a lot that goes on to when you're trying to stay in shape too. And it's like, where is just the balance of just like, I want to be a good weight. I want to be halfway decent in shape and live a long time. That's all it is. That's all we want. That's all I want. I'm able to have the foods I want to eat here and there if I can on occasion and live my life like it's golden. That's all I want. That's all I want. So that's what I'm working towards. And I think the weight stuff especially is a mental game also. So I'm trying to work on myself mentally at the same time. I'll suggest that to all of you too out there. So you're not alone. Just say, it happens. For me, I think it was a pandemic because I was running around everywhere all the time, and then everything stopped. And for about 2 years, I didn't go anywhere. So I think that's what started. I started sitting at this desk, and I'm just like working all the time, and then we didn't go nowhere. And so then when I started going back out, I think it was too late. It already had started. The process had started. So I think it's just we need to have these real conversations about sugarcoating stuff, um, or trying to explain it away or whatever. Just say, it is. I probably just didn't do what I was supposed to be doing, and this happens. And not everybody's meant to be skinny. It's just like that's just another one too. Everybody's bodies are so made up differently. But everybody's meant to be healthy, and you can find what that means. Like for me, work with a doctor, work with a nutritionist. If you want to get a coach or whatever, there's a lot of them out there because I'm a big coaching fan. I'm a coach myself. Vet your coaches. Find someone who I think I always say find someone who challenges you, but also is in alignment with you and how you feel and your values and wants and needs. Because you don't want exactly a yes person, but you want somebody who is close to what you want, but will push you when needed. That can be harder to find, but you can find it. You guys can find it. A lot of help.com is me. I'm a coach, but not for I'm a coach for mind and office and media and that kind of stuff. So if you need help with that, James Lott Jr. So look up James Lott Jr. You can. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm also a lot of help.com. This show is also on Facebook. Check us out over there. And I will see you next Tuesday with another episode of the show. Bye.